What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Real Estate Podcast, episode 185. Here with Griffin.
And I'm here with Adam.
And we're here.
Yeah.
Trav
Trail
might have
mate.
me a delay or something out. We don't know what's going on, but I'm sure he'll pop
Yeah.
in
Yeah, we'll see.
anytime. But we got to get into it because
Some of us
time and
got
shit.
work in the morning. Yeah. Some of us got day jobs with fucking responsibilities and stuff.
Barriers.
Barriers,
Yeah,
yeah.
man. Let's get off into this Lovecraft country. I'll say it from now on.
Yeah, because I don't even know how. I don't even know how to pronounce it, but I know it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, some new things have come to light.
Crazy shit, dude.
Yeah. So I mean, the episode opens where the last episode left off, where those little spooky chick girl creature
Whatever the fuck
thing.
they are.
Yeah, they're after D, right?
Yeah.
We got D. They start fucking her arm up and shit. And then there's a little bit of a time jump, but not much. We get like 10-minute time jump, and she's like laying there, and she's like in a coma, basically, right?
Yeah, turning into those things.
Yeah, like her arm's all infected, and some crazy stuff is happening. And they're like, well, how do we save her? Like, what are we gonna do? And then they're like, well, call old girl up.
Gotta get Christina help.
And
We
it's
don't
like,
know what to do.
yeah, like we can trade the pages for her to help.
About
and then
that.
Letty's like, kind of already did that shit.
How mad did his dad get?
Oh, I know.
He was pissed.
I mean, but do you blame him though?
No.
Like he knows more than you know. But anyway, so then the sister's like, I got this. Don't worry. I got this set up. We can make this work. And she makes the phone call. Chick comes over there and she's like, I can't break the spell, but what I can do is reset the spell. But you got 24 hours?
Yeah.
We got 24 hours until the spell, those things start coming back and chasing her around. And then they're like, well, and Hippolyta shows up, right? And she's like, what did y'all do to my girl? Well, these crazy fucking demon things is chasing her and fucked her up. Anyway, Hippolyta's like, we can do this. Here's what we got to do. Time machine.
Yeah.
And Atticus is like,
You
well,
fucked it up.
it's broke. Yeah, it's broke, man.
Like, I'll fix it.
Yeah, and she's like, I lived for 200 and some odd years on this other planet, Earth 504.
In between.
Earth.
Yeah.
And like, she's been there. Like,
Yeah.
she's been through some shit. You can tell.
What's a
Which we
motherboard?
saw. Yeah, right.
She went me.
Yeah,
I
she
thought
is
that
the
was
mother.
funny, dude.
Yeah. So, you know. But they go to the time machine and they're like, we got to go back in time to 1921 to Oklahoma, right?
Yep.
And get the book of names so that we can perform this spell.
Or they burn the city down.
Yeah. They got to get that before they burn the city down. But they got to get back in time to stop those things from getting the girl. So they're on this like weird timeline, this weird time constraint thing going on. So anyway, they start working on it, and she's doing some quick maths, dude. Like, it's safe to say that she's like genius level now, right? She's still got them things in her arms, and they told her that she didn't need them. And I thought that they would be gone after that, but apparently I was mistaken, you know? But anyway, she hooked herself up to the thing and opened the portal up. Like it's crazy because so when they cut it on, it cycles between different realities and different times.
And she said the numbers. She's like, there's so many possibilities. I got to figure out the math. I got to break out the SWAT board.
Yeah. And she does it though.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't think I would. Well, they needed to take the dad because he knew his way around. But
Yeah.
every like 5 minutes, he was staring off into nothing, like having
Yeah.
flashbacks and shit. It's like,
Well,
motherfucker, he's like, get it together, dude.
whenever I first saw that, I was just like, I understand why I'm with you. I understand why they take him. But
Yeah.
at the same time, it's like, he's kind of a fucking,
A loose cannon.
well, he's a wild card. Like,
Yeah.
he's,
Yeah. He
because you
might
never
throw a
know.
trophy down any minute. Like,
Yeah, right. And it's like, and and they know, and they even have that conversation. He's like, if you go over there and if you stop this from happening, then you never get with mom and I'm never born.
that's what I was thinking he meant. He was like, look, that's your little boyfriend. And
Yeah,
if he doesn't die, then maybe, you end up with it.
yeah.
And I'm not born. My kid's not born. Like,
It
we
fucks
can't
the whole
change
time.
anything.
Yeah, because if we do, and even Letty explains it to the great grandmother or
Yeah.
whatever.
It's already
She's
done.
like,
We can't change it.
yeah, but she understood
He did.
because she's in some deep
She
shit. Like we
said
don't know.
you came back to the past to get the book. Said we
Yeah,
die tonight.
yeah. How do we
Letty
die?
was like,
Yeah,
that was kind of sad.
it
And, that really
was.
happened. There was
Yeah, I know.
um Oklahoma. I don't know what they called it, but
The
that's
Tulsa
that's
riots.
it.
Yeah,
Terrible.
it is, man. I really like the way that they did the time travel in this though,
Yeah.
because in most stories when you have time travel as a thing, it's like, well, you can't do anything crazy because you'll mess the timeline up,
Yeah.
right? And that's always one of those things. It's kind of a given, but you never see a a real emotional reaction to. I guess because most of the time in time travel movies, you don't go back to your past.
Yeah.
You go back to a past, but you don't go back to your past.
Mhm.
Now imagine going back to whenever you were a kid and like all this, like it's stuff that you haven't thought about in years and it just comes flooding
Yeah.
back.
That's what. As soon
I
as he
mean,
went through, he's like, I couldn't even remember his name.
yeah, I mean, I really like the way that they went in and did that because it's such a unique take on time travel as a whole and like all this how especially the dad. I mean, he had a complete identity crisis
Yeah.
during the
Meltdown.
trip. Yeah, and he's like, the stranger, with the baseball bat, and all this stuff, and it's like,
The mysterious stranger. He said he's not coming up to save us. And then
yeah,
Tig's like, something's wrong. And he steps up and he looks down. And
there's
you
a baseball.
remember at the beginning, the first episode,
Yeah,
when he was fighting the war, there's a baseball player,
yeah,
swinging the
yeah,
bat. And I was like, oh, it's kind of a little callback on that. Like, and
yeah,
then he
yeah.
grabs that bat. He runs out. He said, dude came out there swinging like who?
Jackie Robinson.
Yeah. He said, came out there swinging like Jackie Robinson, saved us.
Yeah,
And then they're like, it's not happening. It's not happening. Dude, what's funny about that? Like, it always happened.
yeah.
It was him.
It's the way that it's set up.
Yeah. He was the one that
Yeah,
saved them. Like, if he
yeah,
didn't save them right then and there, they probably
yeah,
die. I mean, then he's not born. Like,
yeah.
that's just crazy. Like,
Good writing,
yeah,
really good writing.
got you,
But yes,
kid.
yeah, and those, and before they go through the portal, he tells Atticus that he might be Uncle George's son.
Yeah, I didn't expect that to come out.
No, no, I was expecting it to come out later in the season, like in the last episode, but they actually brought it out to Front Street, and it's just like
Well, they
now
were
he
talking
knows.
about the blood,
Yeah,
and he said, you might be George. Then he's like, because he always wished Uncle George was his dad.
yeah,
But then, all right, he beat him all these years. But then
yeah,
we see when they go through, we see him being beat.
yeah,
His dad making him get a switch and he's busting his ass in the yard, like
yeah,
smacking him around, and they're all looking at him. They're like, damn, we didn't know you had it like that.
yeah. Well, and it's like I mean, we've kind of related to that in a way, right? Because it's like I've heard stories of how my grandparents were treated,
Yeah.
and then my parents was treated, and then
Mhm.
I know how I was treated. And it's like it seems like with each generation, especially how laws and stuff in the country work, it's like it gets a little bit less
I don't see us busting our kids' ass like what we got.
no,
Like it
no.
stops here,
Yeah.
at least for me.
Yeah, I mean, and I can see like some, but not like the way I had
You
it.
got to punish them.
Sure. Yeah,
Well,
but
nowadays you just take shit away from them. Give
yeah,
me your
yeah,
phone,
yeah,
and they'll straighten up real quick.
yeah.
You cut off that internet,
Hmm.
that motherfucker will
Yeah,
be making beds and shit in 2 hours. Like, doing
yeah,
laundry, like trying to get that phone back.
yeah. But but yeah, we get a little glimpse into like the situation that happened with him growing up, and then how like he always was in the shadow of
George.
George.
Yeah.
Because George was kind of his dad even said it. He's like, at least there's two men in this family
Yep.
or something, and it's like his dad kind of, if his dad didn't know, he used homophobia as a
It
way
made him feel
to,
like a sissy.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And then it's like, and I think that kind of owns it. It contributes more to the character development, right? Because it's like he's gay
Yeah.
and he doesn't understand why he's gay, and he shouldn't be gay, but he feels that way.
Yeah.
But he thinks that even himself, if he's harder on his son,
Then he won't be.
you know
But
what I,
look how he turned out.
yeah, yeah.
Like he was beat
So,
on, and he still turned out that way. You can't beat that
yeah,
out of somebody. Like that's
yeah. But that's the logic of the 50s though,
yeah,
right? I mean, that's the
roughing
logic of the
them up.
time. Yeah. And I mean, let's be honest though, man. Atticus's dad is a badass,
Yeah.
like when he needs to be. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like it's like he's not a quote unquote sissy or anything like that. He's just he doesn't understand what he is because it's not accepted in society.
Yeah. Not
And
yet.
that's yeah. And that's just it's such an interesting dynamic to that they're putting the race stuff in there along with the homophobia. And they're doing it, and this is something that I think I said it whenever I was watching Umbrella Academy, and then whenever we watched Doom Patrol. We're finally getting to a place to where they can write homosexual characters in a relatable way, whether you're
Yeah.
gay or straight. And it's finally happening. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I never had a problem with a homosexual character in
Nah.
anything, but I can't identify with the sexual orientation of that character, but I can identify with being in love with somebody.
Yeah.
And they're finally like in a place to where they can convey that regardless of what your sexual orientation is. And I'm so happy that they are able to do that now because you can identify with the characters
Yeah. They're
and their
doing it the
plot.
right way.
Yeah, yeah. Instead of like trying to just like shove it down your throat, literally and figuratively, I guess you could say. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like now you're getting these actual storylines that you actually feel a certain kind of way about. And it's great. Like, and the way that this show's been written so far, it's just
Oh.
like they're mixing so much like fantasy and like darkness into like these real world situations, and they're using the fantasy as a mechanism, but they really don't have to because of the time that they live in, but they're still using it effectively as a mechanism to portray like inequality and all this racial tension and sexual orientation and all this, and it's like a double dose of crazy, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like with
The way
his
that
dad, dude. It's a big part of the story.
it really is, and his relationship with his dad is a huge part of the story.
And
And
as he
it's like,
learns more, it's starting to change. Like it's getting better. Like
yeah.
when he saw what his dad was going through, and I just gotta say that his grandfather had a mean fucking mustache, dude.
Dude, it was the
That
fucking
thing was
crazy.
mean, wasn't it? He was
Yeah, it
like the
was a
Red
fucking
Baron.
caterpillar. Yeah, right.
But then
It
him
was,
him seeing that and being like,
yeah,
damn, that's why you did that to me, man. You got beat on, like.
yeah,
But his dad should have learned, man. Like his
yeah,
dad beat on him, and he still turned out that way. He shouldn't have.
Yeah.
But he was drinking, and
Yeah. Not
you can
thinking
tell he
right.
feels bad about it.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he feels
Yeah.
bad. He's gonna make up for it. I feel like something's gonna happen to him.
Yeah, I do too.
Whenever that shot where he was standing there looking out the window and Letty's walking down the road, that was crazy.
Yeah, all those bombs
Um,
were going off.
yeah, and then what I thought was cool. So they kept having this dream where they would see the grandmother with the book,
Yeah.
and they're going through this house that's on fire.
Yeah.
Well, it cuts to them,
And a city
Tulsa
on fire.
fire,
Yeah.
and they're wearing the same clothes. He had the same clothes he had on in the dream, like.
Yeah, she
And I was
did
like,
too.
that's what
Yeah.
all that meant. Like that, you saw the dream play out.
Yeah. And they it's amazing what they've been able to do, man.
Yeah, we got to mention the captain. So the captain got hurt.
Oh
Well,
God.
fucking Tig called his dogs out. Hoo, 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 hoo,
Yeah,
He called
yeah.
his dogs out, so the captain got fucked up. So they went and got him another body. We had talked about that before, like that it looked like a black man's torso on him, but you don't know because it's always in a dark room or something. But that's
Yeah.
what it was. Like every time he would get hurt, I guess be dying or something, they would go out, find someone, take the part that they needed,
Yeah.
and just replace him with it. And then they had this spell. But that's what that rock was.
It was
Um,
to stop him from healing.
yeah, and it worked.
Yeah, it did.
She's like, she said, "What'd she say? I wish I could watch you die 1,000 times." Like,
Yeah,
but
but
this one
this
will
one
have to
time will
do.
work. Yeah.
And when he came in there, they were like, "You're not supposed to be alive.
Yeah.
What are you doing?" And it's like, and he knew it was her. He's like, "Christine,"
Yeah.
and she took him out,
Mhm.
and then it's come to light that she needs Atticus' blood. Now
To do the
here's the
equal.
thing: if his dad is really his dad,
Mhm.
can't they use his blood?
Well, and at the same time, like they could still use George's blood
Yeah,
because if it's on the dad's side, and I know that we went
yeah.
back in
So it's
time.
all the same blood.
Yeah, and we went back in time and we saw the mother's side and the mother's grandmother or whatever had the book,
Yeah,
right? But at the same time, like, why did him casting the spell work? You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
It's like because like if he ends up whether it's George or Montrose that ends up with Atticus's mom for him to be born, then by
it's all
this
the same
logic,
blood.
well, but by this logic, if she had the blood in her, then anybody can cast spells.
Yeah,
Or if you have the blood, then you can cast spells. So either way, they had the book just because of happenstance, or it actually was his mom's side. It's
yeah.
like that's something that we might be overthinking completely. I
Hmm.
don't know. But at
It
the
would have
same
been a
time,
cool twist if they would
yeah,
have hit you with that. Like
yeah, and they still
they
could.
could.
It's just like I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that out because it's like, well, the children of Adam,
Uh huh.
right? Which so they are like the cop was taught how to cast spells.
Yeah, they taught him. I don't think he's part of any.
Yeah,
He doesn't have any blood.
right. So by that definition, if Atticus taught his dad, which they're still learning the process on how to cast spells, then like technically he could cast spells, I guess.
Yeah,
Like you know what I mean? It's
yeah,
just I don't know the logistics of the spell casting.
yeah. And now
So
we know why he had the guy in the closet, the spare body parts.
that yeah,
That's
that's
all
why they
that
cut us.
was. It was just a
Yeah,
spare body parts in case something happened to him. And
yeah,
him laying there and it not working,
yeah,
and then his nipples just blow out.
yeah,
I'm like, damn, what the fuck's happening to him? The animation they use and the CGI when the skin would fall off of them or like that, it looks
yeah.
so fucking real.
It did. Yeah,
And he was like stapled
yeah.
to the
Well, they were
body.
doing some quick surgery, and
Yeah.
they even said that like he's got those pages, right,
Mhm.
or the book, and the book is with his body, or the pages are with his body. So where the fuck is his actual body at?
Yeah.
And where are those pages? And why, if she knew that he had the pages, then I understand that she took the opportunity to get give Letty the protection and all that stuff, and that whole conversation happened. I get that, but at the same time, it's like, um, why didn't she just go after the police chief and get his shit? You
Well,
know what I mean?
he doesn't have all of it, right? I mean,
Well, but
he
they
only
don't
had
either. They
some.
just, yeah, and well, maybe they have different sets of pages though.
Yeah, there were some that were ripped out,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
and I think he's got a few of those because he got those from the doctor,
Yeah. Oh yeah,
and
that's
they
right.
were trying to get the rest of the book, which they've got the negatives of.
Yeah.
I mean, she might have them now.
Yeah.
I
And
mean, it
that might
seems
be.
like that's what she's trying to do is get everything together. And now she's got them going back and getting the book of names for her.
Yeah.
You know she's gonna end up with that shit. Her
Well.
end game's to live forever.
Yeah. That's so. We've got one episode of the season left, right?
Yeah.
Predictions. What do you guys predict is going to happen in the finale?
I think instead of Atticus dying, it'll be his dad.
All right.
I don't
Do
think
you
they'll
think?
kill Atticus.
Yeah.
I know we
Well,
saw
do
him
you,
dying. And
yeah.
where'd the Asian girl go? She gone? She just left,
She.
right?
He told her to fuck off. Yes.
Okay.
So, but I think she's going to show back
Yeah.
up. What if? What if that's how dude dies? Like, in order for them to find something out. Well, or I don't. I have a feeling that the Asian chick's gonna
Go
show
sleep with
back up.
somebody,
She's gonna
get their
because
memories.
she, yeah, and whether it be William,
I
which
was
is
thinking could be him.
yeah, or Atticus's dad might sleep with her to sacrifice himself
Mm.
because he might have something buried that he
He
because
can't
we've already
unlock.
yeah because he's already said that he forgot dude's name and
Mm-hmm.
all that shit until they showed up there, this, that, and the other. So it's like, well, what if it's buried deep
Mm-hmm.
and he can't access it?
A mental block.
Yeah. So
Because Atticus his own grandpa.
Could be.
that, that would be fucking
That'd be
crazy.
crazy.
Yeah,
What about when
right.
he ran up and hit that dude with that ball bat though, dude?
He
Well, no,
fucked him up.
if you now we've got Atticus on the thing that the element they've reduced now, or that they not reduced, but they've pivoted Atticus' character in. I mean, and of course they might not come back to it whatsoever now in the next episode. But now they've got him restoring, like he has to keep certain events in play,
Yeah.
Yeah.
keep the timeline going.
I know
Yeah.
they didn't touch on. You remember when we were wondering why Christine had those guys throw her in the water?
Yeah.
I think she was trying to see how good that spell worked.
Right.
Because the same spell that she has is on Letty now.
Yeah.
And I think she was seeing, like, was there any way you could get her? You know what I mean? She was testing it just to see how good it
Yeah.
worked. Because they're not even going to touch back on that, I don't think. They just, because when she came out, she had this look on her face like, fuck. Like,
Yeah.
but here's the thing, dude. She already lives forever, right?
More or less.
So she's
I
got this
think.
protection thing, but she's still aging, and
Yeah. Yeah.
she wants to stop that, and
Or
instead of
maybe
growing
she ages
old.
at a slower pace,
Yeah,
but she just her whole thing is she just wants to do it to prove to her dead father that she can do it
yeah,
because
because
she's
she's a
a woman.
woman, and they kind of
Yeah, and it's like,
shit on
dude,
her.
like we get it,
Yeah,
but like
we could
we
all live
don't.
happy ever after here.
Yeah.
We don't have to kill each other. Um, when they came back through the portal, and Hippolyta was fucking foaming at the
Floating.
mouth, and he's
Yeah.
like, I can't hold it anymore. And I'm like, dude, they're gonna get stuck there.
How fucked up would that have
Oh
been?
man, but see, so Letty'd have to like grow old with the book
Yeah.
and then bring it back to him one day. But they finally, she got him through. I thought
Yeah.
it was gonna kill her, dude. It turned her hair blue
Yeah. I thought it was gonna kill her as
and her
well.
eyes looked all weird. Remember? at the
Yeah.
beginning with the alien chick had blue hair.
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah.
Man, the way they did that portal, the way they met the effect,
Mhm.
the
Yeah.
animation they did for it, that was really cool. Like
Yeah.
I felt like it added to the sense of like they really gotta fucking hurry. Like this shit's unstable as fuck, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about it right before you got on. The way they did the time travel was really cool. Like it was kind of different.
Yeah.
You know, like its own
Yeah,
thing, kind of. And it was neat. Like
Yeah.
absolutely.
It really
I'll say this. I enjoyed this. This is this is probably my favorite episode of the season so far.
yeah. Oh, I agree with that, man, because you get a lot of backstory. You get a lot of gaps filled, which is
Yeah.
kind of something we've been wanting. But you also get like there's so much
new
tension
shit.
going
Oh
on.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
dude, that whole sequence, man, there near the end, when Atticus has got the ball back and he walks up and he fulfills it and he's like, "I got you, kid."
Yeah.
Like, like that shit was for TV, man. Like,
Pretty
there's
good.
very
yeah.
few times, like, through the way the narrative's crafted and the message it's doing, and when all those little moving parts are all working in tandem, and it's actually executing it.
Yeah.
Like that scene crushed it, man. Like,
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Well, and the relationship that was formed, like you saw the whole time Atticus and his dad's relationship has just
oh,
reduced to
dude,
crumble.
it's like grinding knuckles together the whole show, man.
Yeah.
And
And
then whenever dude put two and two together, and you
Saw
like
his dad
that
beating him,
when motherfucker
Mr.
when when
Mustachio.
when oh dude, whenever Atticus' father puts two and two together, like you're the fucking stranger,
Yeah.
dude. Like,
You're the one
yeah.
that
dude,
saved us.
like all that animosity is gone.
Yeah.
That, and I think too, when Atticus and Letty saw his dad beating on him.
Yeah.
You know, George was the favorite kid. George had everything, and he beat on Atticus' dad. Just got that was him, the little kid, just getting beat up in the yard.
Yeah.
And they were like, you know, even the neighbors came out and was like, man, it's fucked up.
Yeah. Well, and it really shows too. It's like even when he's like, "You had it bad. What about George?" And he's like, him even still being like, "Nah, your brother got it too." Like, and he helped. Like,
He took up for him.
he took up for me. He cared about me. He loved me. Like he was my brother. You know, it was that real. And you just realize like this is just one moment in time. You
Yeah.
know, you're just seeing one encounter happen here, like the last encounter happened. So yeah, I mean, it's I don't know, man. Just the way that they've wrote everything and the relationships, the way the relationships have been formed and everything has just been fucking amazing.
And that was Atticus's mom that was gonna go to the dance with George.
Yeah,
So we already see them kind of like being together. And then later on, so I still don't know how she ended up with what's his name, Montrose.
yeah,
I still don't know how she ended up with him. Like maybe she felt sorry for him. George moved away.
yeah.
She ended up with the little brother, but um, I don't know. I don't know what's
It's
gonna happen. Here's something that I thought was gonna happen. The whole time I'm watching it, when the shit hit the fan, I was like, dude, if they try to attack Atticus, that thing's gonna show up, and that's gonna fuck the timeline up for real. Like
yeah,
that's
right.
what I was like, dude. Are they gonna do that?
Yeah.
But it didn't happen.
Thank fucking God.
Dude, when that guy walked up and shot that kid though,
Yeah,
and he just
that was.
popped all over Montrose, like
Yeah,
he's like, I'm gonna save him. He's like, you can't. You
you're
told
fuck.
us right before we came through, you can't do it.
Yeah. So, but yeah, for next week's episode, I think that the dad, if the dad lives, he's gonna be like, it's gonna be surprising.
Yeah.
Um, I think Hippolyta's going to have a lot more to contribute to the story than we realize.
Yeah.
And then I also think that like the Asian chick's going to show back up and make something crazy happen. So I think,
thinking about her like sleeping with somebody and something happening there.
yeah. Well, she's
Even
she's
if it's
one of
William.
she's one of the top billed cast for the next episode, from what I could tell. So
Next episode's
she may,
called Full Circle.
yeah. So, and it may be more. I mean, if she doesn't, because in the timeline where he got the book, which is supposedly the future, Atticus is gonna die at the equinox thing. So if they stop that from happening, and he doesn't die like he's supposed to, then they're gonna branch off the timeline right there, and it's gonna be a whole new fucked up world. So even if they save him, it's gonna fuck everything else up. Because, I mean, we don't know what the future has in store. For all we know, the present for us is the future for them. You know what I mean? And yeah, I mean, shit's kind of fucked up, but it's not monsters running around fucked up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, in the next one, they're going back to the house, right? They're going to another
Yeah, they're going to
little
the
street
castle.
thing, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So in the
So
next episode, the Asian chick's in it. She is built on it, and also Titus Bravewhite
yeah. So
says he's in the next one. Huh?
who fucking
What if
knows?
she
Yeah.
bangs him?
Ooh. I
You
mean,
can
I'd
learn
watch it.
something. Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
Here's a
Anyway,
question that I have though: is this the end? Like, see, they're not telling us if there's gonna be another season, so you don't know if it's gonna wrap up there or
no, I think there's going to be another
it's
season.
gotta be right.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I can't wait. Airs on the 18th.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. So I'm ready to talk about this movie though, for reals.
Oh yeah, man.
So Halloween 2018 edition.
Yeah. 40 years later, to the day,
40, yeah. 40 fucking years later, dude.
she has been Doomsday Michael Myers prepping
For
her
sure.
whole life
Yeah.
because she knew he was gonna get out.
Yeah.
What I thought
Yeah.
was really
So,
cool was the little draw doors she had, so when she checked the room, she could hit the thing and he couldn't go in there.
dude, I love that shit.
That was
Like,
awesome, right?
I
Michael
thought that,
Myers panic room.
Yeah.
yeah, I thought that was one of the most fucking,
What'd she say to her at the end? She said, "It's not this. It's not a cage. It's a trap."
yeah, yeah,
I like when she did that thing where she's like, "I can't do it, Mom. I can't do it." And he stepped out in the open. He's like, "I got you now, bitch." And she said, "Psych." Wow. You know.
yeah, yeah, right.
Here's one thing though. It's like, can we not just shoot this motherfucker in the face?
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I'm
right.
saying? Shoot him in the face. Aim that
Well,
shotgun. I mean, you know, the story's over if they do that, but she
yeah.
blew his fucking hand off.
Oh, that was awesome.
He didn't even flinch. He was like,
No.
dude, at the beginning though, this
So,
opening
what'd y'all think about that?
with the when they're at the
The
hospital.
podcasters
Yeah, I thought that
rolling
was
up.
real cool how they're doing like a serial type thing. They're, you know, I thought that was a neat way for them to work that in.
Well, to
Yeah,
kind of show you like it's in the like some time has passed.
Yeah,
yeah,
present day.
Yeah.
These guys are making a podcast, and they said they had award-winning, things that they've done with other murder cases.
yeah,
And why not do this one?
yeah. I like the way they introduced that. I like the way he got his mask back.
Oh man,
I'm glad that those two. I like those two characters, but I'm also glad that those two characters got it when they got it. Because if they were fucking trekking around the whole time with the family, I'd have been like, this is too much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I knew right off the bat. I was like, these are our first kills.
well,
Yeah.
what
Like
pissed him
I
off is
felt
when
it. I remember that the first time I'd watched it, I was like, yeah.
he had to
these are
get the
gonna be
mask
our-
back.
Well, these
Yeah.
are gonna be our people that show the audience that Michael still got it.
But that
Yeah.
pissed him off when that dude was say something.
Yeah.
Dude, that
Pissed him
cold
off.
opening where he's just screaming and it just cuts to the title,
Yeah.
and you're like, bam, it's gonna be this kind of
In
movie,
it.
you know?
Whenever you see the guy in the what is it? When they go to the store and the guy's head's laying down and his jaw's been fucking ripped off.
Yeah.
Well, I like
Motherfucker
how they
don't
said
play.
Michael, like while they showed you both characters, like albeit working in different times, they showed you like their their training for the showdown at the end.
Yeah.
Like Laurie, it's introducing her daughter and how she's fucked up from everything and how the kids had to live with her mom being fucked up from everything and yada yada. But Michael though, you get just this like out of the penitentiary and he just slowly acquires his shit back.
Yeah.
And I thought that was a cool way of keeping his kills relevant and not just gash in the face, why just whatever. Like
what was cool, and
he's pure fucking evil, but like each kill that they set up to him eventually showing down with Laurie was a sequence of like it was a reward system.
Yeah,
like,
it was almost like he's playing a video game.
Yeah, get my
Get your mask,
kill
get
this
your
motherfucker,
knife.
get my tracksuit.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
But so on the bus, the kid and his dad pulls up. He wants to go dance, and his dad's like, "I want to hunt." And they pull up, and they see the bus out there, and you go kind of like with the car, people walking around, got a little, little nod ahead to that scene. And then, so in my mind, that doctor caused this shit.
Oh yeah.
He caused the wreck.
He knew it
Now,
was
they
going
don't
to happen.
show that shit, but he wanted him to. He did not want him to go. He didn't want to hand the patient over. He spent his whole life trying to just say something.
Yeah.
Anything. Like, why are you like what is and then, never got anything. 40 years.
Yeah.
Of trying to get some shit out of this guy.
Not only that, but you also kind of see the mentality of the doctor where it's like, to me, and this is just me personally looking at it, it's like he came in to work with Dr. Loomis, fascinated by this case.
Yep.
In school. And he almost had like this weird fatherly this weird fatherly bond with Michael to the point where he said, somewhat sabotaged the bus or at least allowed it to happen. And then gets him to the cabin.
Yep.
And that whole fucking scene was so creepy. I wasn't expecting that shit whatsoever. When he fucking puts the mask on and everything.
Yeah, he said, that's what it feels like. When he stabbed that cop. I thought that cop was going to stick around. I was like.
Yeah, right.
He was going to shoot him, and he's like, nope.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, fuck this guy.
So can we talk about, like,
that tracking shot?
Dude.
When he's going into that house to get that knife.
I want to call it, it's the most Halloween moment of the movie.
Yeah.
Like, we finally get it. It just shows Michael. You see the house.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking music kicks in.
Him, turns to go around. And then
it's just the long shot, man. I fucking loved it.
Yeah.
That was my favorite shot of the film.
Went in there and got his knife. I like that one, too, where the chick was on the phone.
Yeah.
And you could see out the window, and you see him walk. They had that light out there, so you could see him walk between the house and the shadow. Yeah. It was like, oh man, that's perfect. Like,
yeah.
Like, and here's my thing: why have we not gotten a shot of like Jason, like they did Michael?
Yeah.
Because he's the kind of character that if like the camera just lingering on him is tension building in and of itself.
Yeah.
And then when he just because you're waiting for his move because they like this character we're so used to has an unpredictability to him, and so as the audience you're like the motherfucker could just sat there staring at a motherfucker for hours and we'd be like on the edge, Like,
and they do that shot where it's like you're like down by his shoulder. Showing you how big he is, and they kind of like they did in the first one. They did a lot of that.
Yeah.
And I really like how the mask looked. How it's like 40 years old.
Yeah.
Fucking falling apart. That's like the coolest mask, man.
Yeah, for sure.
The way it looks like that all old and shit.
Yeah.
But they kept doing the nods to the other movies, like when she falls out the window and then it cuts back and it's like, da-da, she's gone,
Yeah.
Well, I thought the final shot, man. Or one of the final shots was a and it didn't hit me till we had went back and watched the original last week. Of, you know, Michael gets shot out the window. He lands on the ground. Cop runs up and sees him. Turns to look at Laurie. She says her spiel about the boogeyman. He looks back outside and Michael's gone.
Yeah, that's
Well,
what I'm
while he's
talking
down,
about.
yeah, well, while he's down in the pit and that shit's on fire, they look down and you see him just looking up.
Yeah.
Which, like, we'll get more in depth on his on that. Motherfucker's physical acting was on
Yeah,
point.
dude.
Yeah.
And then, like, it cuts back and Michael's not down there in the fire anymore.
Yeah. When they showed the wide shot downstairs, you don't
Mhm.
see him standing there.
Yeah. Yeah, they did a lot right with this. And it's like you can tell that this was a passion project through and through. And it makes me that much more excited about the follow-ups to it because it's like these are people like the people Danny McBride and Joseph Gordon Green, I think that's his name, and everybody else that contributed to the film are like super fans of this.
Yeah.
This is why we haven't had a good Friday the 13th or Nightmare on Elm Street movie in a very long time. And it's not because the people that have done it recently didn't care about the movie. It's just they didn't put the time into creating this like these guys have. Because I mean, not only do they make nods and references and this, that, and the other to everything else, like all the other Halloween movies and like all of them, to a certain extent, there's at least one little nod to it. But also just the idea of like, we're going to skip everything. This is going to be a direct sequel to the first one. And she's going to be so fucked up. And not only is she going to be fucked up, but her daughter's going to be fucked up because her mom fucked her up.
Yeah.
And then the cycle that broke it is going to be the one that recreates the the phobia.
Yeah.
You know, because like the daughter, the high school girl, she knows that her grandmother's kind of crazy. She
Yeah. You
knows that
need
her
to get
mom went
over it.
through.
Get over
Yeah,
it. And the daughter, get over it. Get over it. And then when
yeah,
you could see it on the daughter's face where she realized her mother was right, was when
yeah,
she first walks into the house and hits that button and that thing moves open.
yeah,
And he's like, "What's this?" And she's like, "My childhood."
yeah,
Like she realized right there, she's like, she was right. A
yeah,
motherfucker was coming.
yeah. So if someone, anyone, I mean us included, anyone could take, Friday the 13th or Nightmare on Elm Street or any of these classic like Hellraiser, any of these classic like horror films, and if they care enough about the property and they invest enough time in writing it, it can be a fucking groundbreaking horror film. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well,
Because
I feel like they also one of the aspects of this movie that worked so well is the nods to things that were really just very nuanced in the original.
yeah,
They weren't moments that I mean, with the exception of like shot parallels, I guess. But for the most part, it's they were able to almost recreate some of the feelings from the original, like which is just like it's more of a love letter to John Carpenter than
yeah,
anything else.
Like when the granddaughter looks out the window and her grandmother's standing there.
yeah. And then the school.
Yeah. Kind of like
Yeah,
what
yeah,
happened.
yeah,
I thought that was cool.
yeah,
It was a really good idea though, man. Like let's base this one after the first one. 40 years have passed.
yeah,
What has she been doing this whole time? Prepping, getting ready. She's got PTSD. Like
yeah,
her whole life has been spent. To me, that's better than like anything they ever do with the other ones.
yeah. Oh, I agree 100%. And I hope that this whole new, like, I'm interested to watch Candyman, right?
Yeah.
Jordan
They,
Peele's involved. I'm hoping that it lives up to the original Candyman,
I
And
hope I have. I'm trying to keep my expectations low, man. But I will say it's reinforced from that last trailer we watched, where we do get that the little Tony Todd
Yeah.
cameo, and I'm
yeah,
hoping that's a prevalent thing throughout the film.
yeah,
Like, because it looks like a descent into madness film, but he turns into Candyman at the end. That's what it looks like to me, which is
yeah,
fine.
yeah,
But it looks like I hope the original Candyman like is gonna have more at play than necessarily him.
Yeah.
This is how you
So
reboot a franchise, though, man. This is how you bring it back.
yeah, this is
It was
textbook.
perfect.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, dude.
And I want to see someone that has as much passion and as much vigor for a franchise as they did with this. And I want to see them come in and I want to see a good Freddy movie. I want to see a good Jason movie. I want to see a good Hellraiser movie. You know, I want all these to be revisited and brought back into modern times, but in a very good, clever, and interesting way. That's all I want.
Her house was a fucking trap.
Well, her
Catch him.
house, the dollhouse was a replica of the house that
Yeah.
Michael Myers grew up, which was crazy.
Yeah.
That was such a cool nod to that. Like, you know, it's just,
Well, even that scene where so she had these mannequins in the backyard that she would shoot.
yeah,
So she had this room where she had a few of them, stockpile. Well,
yeah,
when she went in there looking for him doing those lights off, I was like, that motherfucker's in here somewhere.
yeah, for
And when
real.
she did those down where she busted in 2 closets, I was just like, oh shit, why didn't you get the shotgun? Like, I knew he was gonna come busting out from behind those damn things.
Yeah,
I just knew it, cause you could hear him breathing in there.
yeah.
And that was the thing too, man. When he first put that mask on, and you hear
And
the
you get that
breath,
breath.
and it's like,
Yeah,
oh, he's back.
yeah,
See, the reason I didn't watch this when it came out was because I expected like more of the same.
yeah,
You know, and what was that one? H2O.
yeah.
Ugh.
20 years later.
Yeah, and that's like whenever they had her in it, and I was like, oh, it's just gonna be another fucking, we've seen it,
Yeah,
but this one was different.
yeah,
The people doing the
uh,
podcast, the build up, like, and then you erase all that other shit that happened.
yeah,
And it's like this is just she's been in there all 40 years, and she's been waiting. She's like, I gotta
yeah.
kill it. She's out there riding around, dude, listening to the police scanners.
Looking for his
Yeah.
ass.
And then the
Like
the
she's,
great thing they did with the daughter was like her phone gets fucked up. So the whole time they're trying to get rid of her, get a hold of her, like, and that's
yeah,
just building shit because it's like, oh, he's gonna find her before they do.
yeah,
Oh, her friend got fucked up, didn't he?
yeah.
There's something
All,
so like, and you just think about being stabbed like right in the middle of your back,
yeah,
and like that, the pain
yeah,
and how bad that must hurt.
yeah,
Because anytime they stab someone like right in the back with a big ass butcher knife, you're just like, oh.
yeah.
That chick was on the phone, and she's like, "Yeah, I'll lock up. Thanks for telling me." And he came up behind her and grabbed her neck. Went.
Yeah.
I was like, "Damn, they're straight showing it." But they
It
didn't go
was
overboard with it.
no, it wasn't a gore fest.
It's not
It
like when
wasn't
he
gore
beat that
porn.
woman with that hammer.
You
And
didn't
I
even
love
see.
how they had it around the corner. You could just hear her getting beat.
Yeah,
And I was like, "Oh, that's classy right there."
yeah. Everything about it was good, man. I fucking loved all of it.
I can't wait to see the other two. We were talking
Yeah.
about the other night. What's the name of the next one?
Halloween Kills and Halloween
So
Ends.
I'm guessing, in the last one, to end their little storyline, they finally kill him. Is what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
Or he kills her, and that's something they could do too, man. In the next one, if she's in the next one, she could die,
yeah,
and then the daughter and the granddaughter have to finish him off in the one after that.
yeah.
I just know it's not going to be some of the same old recycled shit. Like it'll be
Right.
different.
Yeah,
I give it a star, dude.
yeah. I'm giving it a full star, man. It was great, and I'm glad that we watched it back to back with the OG.
I feel like you have to.
Yeah,
If you're going to
yeah,
watch the new one, you need to go back and watch that first one, dude, because it just builds right off of it. Like,
yeah,
dude, when he looked over the edge, and it even played that music where it went, "Da-da," that little,
yeah.
the same thing they played when she looked down and he was gone.
Hmm.
And that cop, was that cop the one that shot him? That was there with the doctor in the first one?
I think so, right?
One of the younger cops, he was supposed to be that guy.
His name was Frank, right? in the new Halloween
Yeah,
movie?
they just kept saying he was one of the first responders on the scene. Michael Myers is a bad motherfucker, dude.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
Yeah.
man, the best decision they made too was like the aging of the mask.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got this image where you can see the clean one, brand new, and then the old one over here where the hair is kind of like matted down.
Yeah.
The rubber's coming off. Man,
Full star.
Sorry.
So you get 3 fucking butcher knives.
jack-o'-lanterns, dude. When he sent that cop car up there and it had the one cop's head stuck on the flashlight
Yeah.
like a jack-o'-lantern, I was like, oh, got a sense of humor.
Yeah.
The guy that played him did a really good job.
Yeah.
Whenever he was, fucking on the main chick, he was headed back in the house. He heard that girl scream,
Yeah.
and then he just beeline. He turned around and was like, "Coming for you." And how they even did they had a few scenes from the original where they show him killing his sister. And I like how,
Yeah, they weaved it in and out very nice.
I like how in one of the scenes too, they were like, "Wasn't it like her brother or something?" And she's like, "Nah, that's just what people said." Because in some of the other ones, didn't they like try to say it was her brother?
Yeah, like how they
How they debunked
disregarded.
that and got rid of it? Ah, some
Yeah,
people
they
just
sat there
said
and
that. And I was like,
squashed
"Oh, that's cool."
all in the dialogue itself. Yeah, they straight trampled over the sequels and was like, that's all fucking bullshit.
Yeah, it was that dude smoking weed. And he was
Yeah.
like, "It wasn't like her brother or something." And they're like, "Nah, it was just something people said,
Old Stoner
in the
Joe over
media."
here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we didn't see what happened to him.
No, he pinned him to the wall. It was
Was he
kind
in
of the
that?
same.
Oh yeah. Like
It
he
was
did
kind
to
of the
those
same.
other two.
Yeah,
That
it was
girl
kind
and
of the
boy
same
that was
kill from that
banging.
first one. Yeah. So.
Dude, when that chick was sitting on the toilet and he dropped those teeth,
Oh my God.
it was like, what?
Yeah, you know shit's fucked whenever you see teeth over a bathroom stall door. You know. But yeah, I'm excited for more, and you know, we'll do it when we do it when we do what we do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I can't wait. It's
Yeah.
gonna be good.
So I'm looking through the movie news, but I don't really see anything super crazy.
Stuff we haven't already heard.
Yeah, I know that, they are talking about bringing Wonder Woman over to HBO Max. Stop. But I mean, do you think that would hurt it if they did that?
Wow.
I don't think so either.
I saw where a lot of movies are a lot of superhero stuff's probably going to end up going straight to the services
Yeah,
because of the whole theater thing.
it's gonna change everything, dude. And I'm okay with it, you know? Um, let's see. Well, Adam Sandler's Hubie
Yeah, that's up
debuts it.
now.
Yeah, it debuts at #1. People on Twitter are talking about it like crazy.
They saying it's
About,
good, funny.
no, like this is fucking. It's cheesy.
I mean, the trailer looked cheesy.
Yeah.
You
Well,
got
people are
him
getting.
doing a weird voice. Like what'd you expect?
Well, people are getting high and watching it.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah. So you know.
It looks like a silly goose like Halloween movie.
Yeah.
Well, you remember that other trailer we watched where that couple was gonna go off on vacation and like some kind of like alien things are showing up?
Yeah.
Remember that? That movie's available now. I want to check that out. I'm gonna end up watching it. See what it
The
do.
little fur alien
Yeah,
things.
the
Yeah.
trailer just looked funny.
Yeah. It did.
Speaking of trailers that we've watched and stuff, my wife and I started watching the Haunting of Bly Manor, I think is what it's called.
Yeah.
Um, Not bad. Good Halloween stuff. Good, Halloween shuffle for the month.
Um, I finished Doom Patrol.
Oh yeah. So what did you think?
It was good.
They go
Like
out on a goddamn cliffhanger though.
yeah, I mean it was really good. They was able to like, you know, cuz it's so much ridiculous shit happens and you're just like your mind is almost like what the fuck is happening, you know?
Oh yeah,
And
just so much
yeah,
craziness.
yeah.
It's like
And what
it's a comic book, you know, series, but
yeah,
it's like very adult.
yeah, oh yeah. But I like the way that they wrapped everything up, what they did wrap up. And I mean it's just good writing, you know,
Yeah.
cuz it never gets stale, you know, it never gets boring or anything like that. They're finding new clever ways to keep you engaged. And I know it got picked up for season 3. So I'm interested to see how many seasons it's actually going to get, but you know,
Yeah, I can't wait to see the next season. And it did
yeah.
get picked up, so I'm happy because, dude, if they would have ended the show right then and there, I'm like, you motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Because now I got to know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I'm afraid of the axe being given to it because of the whole thing, the whole shakeup with DC right now and Warner Brothers.
If it's a possibility, then they need to go ahead and finish it out the season. Like,
Yeah.
at least wrap it up with a little bow on it.
Yeah.
Because it goes out when the episode goes off. I was checking the time to be like, please don't be almost finished. You know, like, because
Yeah.
I was like, oh, it's gonna go out like this.
Yeah. Here is something though. Disney puts focus on streaming entertainment as major reorganization is announced. Disney's bypassing theatrical content for the time being as they put more of their focus on the streaming side of the business during theater
Yes,
shutdowns.
that's what I was talking about earlier. Yeah, that.
So, this was what Disney CEO Bob Chapek made statement. Says we are tilting the scale pretty dramatically towards streaming. I would not characterize it as a response to the global emergency. I would say it accelerated the rate at which we made the transition, but the transition was going to happen anyway. Consumers are going to lead us. Right now, they are voting with their pocketbooks, and they are voting very heavily towards Disney Plus. We want to make sure that we are going the way the consumers want us to go. Um, let's see.
Well, see, at the
Not
end
every,
of the day, they still win.
yeah. It says here that not everyone is thrilled with Disney's evolving priorities, while audiences have long been clamoring to have major movies released on streaming so they can watch new content without risking infection by going to theaters. Cinema hall owners have been locked in a battle for their very existence for the past few months. Following the announcements of Soul debuting on Disney Plus, the International Union of Cinemas issued a statement condemning Disney's decision. Decisions to postpone titles, to bypass cinemas, and the value they create are extremely disappointing and concerning, and will only delay the day that the whole industry is able to put this crisis behind it. It is not only cinemas, and audiences who are missing out. This situation must surely also be deeply frustrating for the creators and talents who want to see their films on the big screen. Now, look,
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, I get it. But
But,
we've been waiting for this. I think Disney's going to be the one that kind of pushes it into.
yeah,
More people are going to have to, man, because when are the theaters going to reopen? When are people going to
yeah,
go to the theaters? Here's what's going to happen. You're going to release a movie in the theaters and it ain't going to make shit.
yeah,
And then, it's going to look bad. Like,
yeah,
that's why they're switching. And see, now it's like a perfect time. They just this year started their streaming service.
yeah.
They've also partnered with other streaming services like Hulu, um, because they split things up. Like some of their stuff, do they put it on HBO?
No, they put it on the adult stuff. They put on Hulu,
Okay.
so which makes sense. But at the same time, dude, it's just like I understand if are a if you're a writer, if you're a director, if you're an actor, the dream has traditionally always been to be playing in movie theaters, right?
Yeah.
But I think the new blood
Mhm.
understands that that idea has skewed so far away from what it used to be that they're okay
We're
with it.
okay with it.
Yeah,
It
I mean,
doesn't like make your movie shitty.
no.
It's the same movie.
Well, and I think that if you even look at what Kevin Smith was able to do with Jay and Bob,
Yeah.
like he took it, it didn't release in theaters. He took it on its own road show, this, that, and the other, and it made what money that it made. You know, I don't know what the dollars,
He was able
but
to
it,
pay everybody back.
yeah. So he made the money that he made. He was able to promote it, and he was able to pretty much just directly deal with fans.
Yep.
Now, I see in the future that happening more and more because think about it. In Huntsville, they're doing a showing of the original Evil Dead and doing a Q&A with Bruce Campbell after it goes off, right? Well, during the quarantine, we've got watch-alongs with like Zack Snyder
Yep.
and other filmmakers that have watched the movie and then did like a little Q&A after the movie was over, this, that, and the other. I think that that's how most people want to consume their
Yeah.
entertainment. Like if I go to the movies and I get a dinner and a show, and the show in this case being like, okay, I'm going to get to possibly talk with the creator, or at least hear his point of view on specific things, that's more value added to my experience, right?
After we went to the road show, we talked about that, how it would be awesome if more directors,
Yeah.
would do that. And this was pre-COVID.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Pre-
now I see it. And like you said, like with the people doing the Zoom things and the watch-alongs, like, like now they're like Kevin Smith has been doing that shit for years,
yeah.
taking his movies out and road showing. And you remember, Tarantino did the road show. I don't think he traveled around with the movie, but it was a special screening
Yeah.
of was it the 70?
The 70 millimeter cut of,
Yeah.
what was it, Hateful Eight?
Yeah.
So,
Just stuff like that, man. A little something, because people like that shit.
yeah. Well, and that's like, we've talked about it several times, but like, I would go watch older movies. Like, if Tarantino was like, look, guys, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to theaters, across the nation, and we're going to do Pulp Fiction or
Oh, man.
Reservoir Dogs. And after it's over, me, and like maybe, Harvey Keitel or
Whoever
whoever's,
decides to show up.
yeah, Michael Madsen, and we're going to do like a little Q&A.
An hour.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about the movie, and then you're going to go home. And it's like, yeah, I will
Fucking
pay
awesome.
20. Yeah, I'll pay $35, $40 for that experience.
Yeah.
But if I'm just going to sit down and watch a movie, I want to sit on my couch with my dog
Yep.
and my boxers and not have to worry about fucking crying babies or loud ass people or candy wrappers or fucking getting in my vehicle and driving. It's not like I can throw a rock and hit a movie theater around
Nope.
here, So, yeah, I mean, I would love to go watch Tenet in theaters,
Mm-hmm.
but I'll be just as happy watching that shit on my fucking 60-inch TV.
I love it just as much.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going
Probably
to change the
more.
experience. Yeah. So,
Because that home experience is just a better overall experience. Really.
yeah, it is. You control the volume,
Yeah.
control the pauses if you have to pause. You know?
Go to the bathroom.
Yeah. You can ignore the world.
And usually when you rent a movie like that, you can watch it a few times.
Yeah.
You get it so long. It's usually what, 24 hours, 72 hours, something like.
Yeah.
They give you so long on the view, so you can watch it over and over if you want to.
Yeah.
How many times have you seen a movie in theater and went home and be like, man, I'd like to watch that again?
Django?
Yeah.
I think that was the last one that I've watched multiple times in theaters.
Yeah. Yeah. Same.
I mean, that's, Borat before that.
Yeah.
Zombieland I watched twice. It's rare. Whenever it's got to be a really, really good movie for me to be around a group of friends and they're like, "Oh, we haven't watched such and such movie."
Let's go.
It's like, well, yeah, and it's like, yeah, exactly. So
I think I watched it. Did we watch it together?
what?
I watched it 3 times. One time
I watched.
alone. One time I think I got my grandfather to go watch it. Then another time I went with somebody else.
Yeah, we went
Yeah.
together because the first time I went was with Cody and Alina, and then I went with my parents, my mom and stepdad and brothers. The power went out. Got a fucking rain check. Went back with them after work one night. It was about 10 minutes in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a dentist. That part.
Yeah.
And then I went and watched it with you. So I watched it 3.5 times at theaters.
Yeah.
And I would have done the same for Hateful Eight.
Yeah.
Didn't y'all watch Hateful Eight with us? With me and D?
Possibly.
Because I remember going to the theater.
I did go to the theater and watch it.
I went and watched them all in theater, actually.
I think I was living over here though when that came out, right?
Yeah. Because we watched a screener of it. Mm-hmm. I mean, we watched
we got a
for your
thing
consideration
from the Academy.
Yeah,
we vote.
Cause see, y'all give me shit for my thoughts on Hateful Eight, but I gave him my money. I went and got the theater experience.
Yeah. I'm just fine. Did you watch when they did it the other cuts that they did for Netflix?
I have not watched the extended.
What's
cut.
really cool, man, is it's in episodes.
Yeah.
And they use different camera angles.
Yeah.
Like in the movie, that scene where they pull up to the haberdashery, and that camera's out there with them. Well, when they pull up on the Netflix version, they swapped it. So in the movie, when the camera was outside, it's inside.
And you hear them outside talking.
Yeah, and then they swapped it back and forth, and they used different camera angles. Like it's not the same movie. It is, but it's not.
You get more.
It was really cool the way they did that, because I expected just a little bit added on, but no, dude, they recut the motherfucker.
Yeah.
Which was really cool. But this kind of goes along with that, man. This is something I was going to bring up. Coming to America 2 is going straight to streaming in December. Coming straight to Amazon.
Makes sense.
And it's all because, the movie's ready. They want to get it out. They spent all this money on it.
Yeah.
And when's, see that, because you get that. You tell everybody you got a movie coming out. You get a little hype going. And then it's like, all right, well, we can't release it for like a year and a half. Like, nah, dude. People gonna forget about it. Get it out there. It sucks that it took COVID to get us to this point. But I'm down with it. There's this article I saw that said Shia LaBeouf's wild new live musical about COVID is the most Shia LaBeouf thing ever.
Somehow that statement makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
It does, but how is it more Shia LaBeouf than him standing in front of that green screen?
Yeah, going, do it!
Just do it.
This guy said, yeah, it's about as Shia LaBeouf gets.
I'm cool with it, you know?
Yeah, I'm interested.
Yeah.
A
So,
live musical about COVID.
I mean, is it going to be like everybody has AIDS? Is it going to be like
I
that?
don't know.
I mean, who
I am
knows?
captivated.
I'm loving every minute of it.
The house from Silence of the Lambs is now up for sale.
Buying it.
If you want to live, it said if you want to live in some place creepy as hell. A nice house.
Is it got the well?
I don't think.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
Oh, Buffalo Bill. What's funny was
What?
the article caught my eye because it's that picture. You know that picture of him looking down.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Put the
oh,
lotion in the
fuck.
fucking basket.
Yeah. All right, all right. When they did that Joe Dirt, it was hilarious. But I'm down, dude. I'll watch Coming. I was not gonna go to the theater and watch Coming to America, but I'll watch it at home when it drops.
Why
Like,
not?
I think
Yeah.
they're learning, dude. I think they're seeing the kind of streaming numbers they're getting.
Yeah.
Well, like, you're always gonna have your theater crowd, but then there's
Always.
these other motherfuckers. It's like, I'd rather watch it at home.
Yeah.
Well, here's what's gonna happen when the movies come out now. You're gonna get your theater crowd watching it at home, but you're gonna get everybody.
Yeah.
I think they're seeing that. Like, numbers are coming in and they're being like, did you see how many fucking people watch that?
Yeah.
Oh, Netflix cancels free 1-month trials in the US.
Yeah, I saw that.
I know people that'll do that, like where they'll use a different email and a thing, and I bet that's happened a lot since the quarantine.
Well, I'm sure that they can look at the IP and be like, you know?
Yeah.
That's like whenever you had one Netflix account and there's like 18 people mooching off of it.
Yeah. Yeah, now they've stopped that too. You
Yeah,
can have so many, but
I don't blame them.
yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm using someone's account, my grandparents, but hell, I'm
Yeah.
using it. 3 other grandkids are using it. But they had to pay for the extra so you could watch, like so many people could watch at the same time. They're paying
Yeah.
for it. But that was just a few things that I saw I had to mention. I'm going to check into the Shia LaBeouf thing because I got to see what that's about.
If you find anything, post it in here for next week.
Yeah, I will. There's some Instagram clips of them like doing it, like filming, like
God.
they're all like gathered around shit singing. You know, he works at like a film kind of school thing now. He played Spicoli in that when they did the read of Fast Times.
Yeah.
Did you see any of those clips?
No, but did he kill it?
He did, man. And he was like smoking weed while he was doing it. Yeah.
He was getting in character.
Brad Pitt and fucking Sean, what's his name?
Sean Penn.
Yeah, with like laughing their ass off.
That's awesome.
And it was him. And you remember the guy in the movie that played the teacher that comes to Spicoli and he's like, "You got to retake this test.
Yeah.
Or I'm gonna fail you. You're not going to the dance." Well, that was played by Ray Liotta.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So you had this, and it's all like Zoom calls set up.
Yeah.
And what's his name? Shawshank.
Oh.
He was going. He was setting up the scenes.
Yeah.
From scene to scene. It was pretty funny.
That's fucking.
I didn't
cool
watch the
shit.
whole thing. I just watched several clips. But
right.
But yeah.
Shit. Well, I'm ready for fucking trailers. Y'all ready for trailer? We got a couple of them. We got a couple here. We got a new Mel Gibson movie, which I'm always excited about. We got a Nicolas Cage movie, which, Nicolas Cage.
I'm pulling out my trailer computer.
We got Johnny Depp coming at you.
Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Johnny.
Well, we got some Walton Goggins. We got some Tom Hanks. We got The Stand. Pinocchio live action.
I'm a real boy.
I mean, we've got a lot of different trailers
It's a
going on
pity
here, guys.
though. Hang on.
I'm kind of excited about this Walton Goggins trailer, low key.
Anything with him in it.
Well, I think that he's like the fucking ShamWow guy.
Yeah.
In this trailer.
Okay.
So.
Dude, his Instagram is off the chain.
Walton Goggins?
He posts videos all the time, dude. And a lot of times he'll be in like some tropical paradise, fucking getting drunk.
Of course he is. That's the most Walton Goggins thing
Yeah, dude,
ever.
like not wearing any shoes.
He's getting one with nature, dude. I would love to hang out with him.
I'd like to see him work.
Yeah.
Like to be on the set of Righteous Gemstones or Hateful Eight.
Yeah.
I actually saw a clip earlier, and it was, you know how they'll get those actors together and they'll have their round table discussion?
Mm-hmm.
So they had like fucking, you talking to me?
Robert De Niro?
Yeah, they had De Niro, bunch of people, dude, like big names. And Jamie Foxx was talking about Christoph Waltz and like being on set with him during Django, and he said like, we got, and it was when Leo had to drop the N-bomb.
Yeah.
And he said Samuel Jackson's over here like, say it, motherfucker, like, just say it. Like, because he's all like scared. He don't want to say, he's trying to find his lines. And he said, but they were sitting there watching Christoph work. And Jamie looked over at Leo and he's like, are you seeing this? And he's sitting there smoking a cigarette, shaking his head. He's like, watch this guy, dude. He's fucking, I'm learning, dude. I'm learning shit.
He's like a teacher, dude.
Yeah. Well, they were talking about the scene where he folds the paper up.
Yeah.
And like, all he had to do was look at the paper, fold it up, put it in his pocket. But he turned it into this whole fucking thing, dude. Like, took the glasses out, rubbed them, cleaned them, looked at the paper, signed it. They were like, he was fucking acting with his hands, like.
I mean, but that's something you don't forget about that movie, though.
Right? Him putting that paper.
Yeah.
And that's what they were talking about when they were sitting there watching him do it. It was like, it was amazing.
Samuel Jackson yelled,
say it, motherfucker. Find your line.
That's so fucking funny, though.
I mean, you blame him?
No. I mean, if you show up with all you got for anybody, it's Tarantino.
Yeah.
So.
And see, that was the first time any of them have worked with Christoph Waltz. I didn't even know who he was. That was Django, so.
Yeah.
And they're like, this.
Yeah.
All right, hang on. I got it pulled up. I'm switching over. What are we watching first?
Your Woman, I think. I've got it up.
Post my comment. It was here. Are y'all ready?
Ready.
Yep.
3, 2, 1, play.
Break the glass ceiling.
She burning all the breakfast, right?
Part of you making sloppy, slimy eggs.
Shit, bro. That's rye, man.
Well, rye bread. Go.
Look at that
Weird
door.
man.
That sounded like the opening drum beat to. That dude's knock was the opening drum beat to Fertile Green by High on Fire.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh shit.
Classic don't give a fuck shot, arm out the window.
Driving Miss Letty.
So this movie is going to be about this dude teaching her how to be a smooth motherfucker.
Well, they're like looking for a husband.
Yeah.
She's having to bug out.
What a weird rendition of this song.
Yeah, right.
Mm.
killed them all. They're gonna like fall in love. Oh, they're not gonna fall in love. Don't look bad, man. The queen was charging too much.
Kind of has a grindhouse feel to it, right?
Yeah.
But
Not bad. I'd check it out.
bleeding makes you think it's gonna be like a chick flick, like a
Oh, fat man.
Yeah.
indeed.
Everybody has been talking about this trailer, and I haven't watched it yet. So they're saying Gibson's back.
This guy
I
right
never.
here, he says, I can't tell if this is a horror movie, a comedy, or a combination of the two.
Yeah.
All right, I'm ready.
Look, the guy's name. Matthew Coast relationship advice.
Why is he commenting from that channel?
I know, right? I'm gonna pull it up. Does he have videos? He does. When he flakes, say this. Are you being played? What are the signs? All right. All right. I'm ready.
Someone else says, please, Mel Gibson, directed new movie. It's a foreign. All right, I'm playing 3, 2, 1, play.
Blood violence, okay. Authentic gunshots.
Violence.
Come on. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
Is he going falling down?
What's going on? Told you I'm retired.
I mean, all movie.
I'm gonna go Rambo on him. Oh shit, dude. He's in this one too. Dude, he's Santa Claus? Dude, he's fucking Santa Claus, dude.
I know.
And it's like serious.
Greatest Christmas movie ever made.
Fucking.
Uh,
He got a lump of coal when he was a kid and it fucked him up.
remember when he said he got shot in the sleigh and in his side?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
That looks great, dude.
Oh
Dude,
God,
I,
yes.
I've got to see when this releases because November the 13th.
Is it coming straight out?
I don't know, dude.
If this was available, I'd probably hop off here and go watch it right
Yeah.
now.
I mean,
Like,
look at this fucking poster right here, guys.
this movie just looks so over the top.
Yeah.
This is made in response to the people who say Die Hard isn't a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
Does it tell you when it comes out?
It just says November the 17th, 2020. Let's
This one says
see.
November the 13th. They pushed it back. When you Google it, the little Google things. That may be
Yeah.
like in a different location.
Fat Man, where to stream and watch. Hold on. The title is currently not available to stream on digital platforms. Well, I know that. It's not out yet. I hope that it comes out on whatever streaming service that it comes out on.
See,
So
and it
this,
says 17th, but it doesn't say theaters. Like,
yeah.
usually
Well,
it'll say
maybe
theaters
it's
there.
limited theaters on the 13th
Probably.
and then streaming on the 17th. That would make sense because the 13th is on a Friday and the 17th is on a Tuesday.
Here was an article where it says they acquired the rights. Batman. I'm guessing. And this was in September. They got that shit together. But wait.
Yeah. We've got to watch it for Christmas. I mean, we've got to.
Yeah, it says that a kid hires a hitman. So he got that lump of coal, hires a hitman to kill Santa Claus.
That's funny. Classic, you know.
Oh, I won't forget.
No, it's like that Santa Claus movie with Mel Gibson.
Yeah. All right, what we got?
Jiu-Jitsu.
Jiu-Jitsu.
Yeah. Lee.
Nicholas
You,
Cage.
yeah. Listen to the synopsis. Ancient order of jiu-jitsu fighters face a vicious race of alien invaders in an epic battle for the survival of Earth. I'm fucking in.
Dude, we're getting all these like quarantine movies. They're finally coming out.
Yeah.
Like the one we just watched.
Yeah.
And like, you can't tell me some motherfucker wasn't locked in their house for 3 months writing that movie with Jackie Chan and Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, I know.
Smoking weed. Like, I got a great idea for a movie, dude. Hear me out, right?
Yeah.
Jackie Chan's
Go
an
Mark.
old dragon, and Arnold and they're like, whoa, dude. You can't put both of them in the same movie. The world will explode.
Bet.
All right, I'm ready for jujitsu.
I'm ready.
All right, 3, 2, 1, play. Crazy like me.
Okay.
Take that hat out. Oh, God.
Predator.
Yeah, right? Basement. That's the dude from Warframe. The game. This is hilarious.
Kickboxer retaliation.
Nick Cage is gonna be. That's gonna be some exquisite shit right there. Crazy.
He- He's like, somebody was pitching this idea. They're like, all right, we've got an idea for a Predator movie. And they're like, He's like, we're going to change it to Spaceman. He's going to have the same powers as the Predator.
Yeah.
And
But
he's
he
going to
wants to
show up.
fight people with jujitsu. That's the only. And he's like, he shows up and he wants to fight jujitsu.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like,
like, okay.
It looks like a silly goose time.
It does. It looks like a.
I want the trailer recut, and every time he says jujitsu, you just hear in the background fucking Joji going, yeah, right, yeah.
Yeah. And when he says it, you hear somebody hit a gong.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, right, yeah, right. I mean, I guess I'm gonna watch it. it's,
I'm
it's
gonna.
Nick Cage is always that mixed bag, dude. You never know anymore.
Well, and that's the joy of watching his movie. You're
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
what
Sometimes
Cage
you're
are we getting?
surprised. Like, what was that one, Mandy?
I
Yeah.
mean that movie fucking crushes,
Yeah.
dude.
I mean, he
And
looks like he's
hell, even
perfect for that
Color Out of
role.
Space. I saw where there's a digital bundle that you can get right now of Mandy and Color Out of Space, and I'm wondering if they've got a physical copy of that, because that's a two disc set I'd be down to get.
Right.
Other. Here, let's see.
This is a war movie. Let me see your war face. Ah, it's Recon.
I've done a few of those contracts.
Yeah,
Say,
right.
What if that's the
I was
whole
trying
movie?
to I was trying to muster something that would reference COD with that.
They're just doing recons.
They run over to it.
Yeah.
But they never complete
Then
them.
they get
Like it's
third,
just
because
them
they always get
starting
third
them
partied.
and yeah,
All right, y'all ready?
third party pictures. Oh man,
3, 2, 1, play. Recon.
I'm waiting for the lone trumpet. Whoa, that's fake as
5
fuck.
mile per hour max. Dude, it's that guy.
It's different, yeah, from Vikings. It's Bjorn. That's his name. That's taking my leg. No, no, no.
See?
Is he speaking Spanish?
See?
No.
Probably don't want to go across that.
Uh-uh.
German snipers were good too, man. I watched a documentary about them one time. They would lay out there in that snow for days, not move.
Jesus.
But they had bars of methamphetamine infused chocolate, so I mean,
Chocolate.
I don't know what this next trailer is, but it's got Johnny
Okay.
Depp in it.
So I've seen a clip of this at some point. I think I might have shared it with Adam. This is being held as the return of Depp.
We watched
Like,
some like teaser of this. This is where he's got the
yeah,
funny fucking hat on and shit.
Oh, okay.
We watched some kind of. This
he
has been a while ago though.
yeah, but this kind of, I think it got stirs at some of the festivals earlier this year
That's what
before the thing that can't be said on YouTube.
you will call it COVID. All right, y'all ready?
Good. Yeah, I'm ready.
3, 2, 1. Yeah, we saw some kind of like teaser. Been like,
COVID.
yeah, look how he's dressed. We were looking at an article and they had a short clip of him.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah. Looks serious as fuck.
Yeah. Doesn't look bad though at all. I watched this next trailer on my phone and it looks interesting. It looks kind of funny, you know?
I had it pulled up the other night, but I didn't do that tab.
Yeah. I'm ready for it.
I'm hoping
Half.
it's like Step Brothers, Half Brothers.
Well, you got one straight one, right? And then you got one goofy one. So it's that whole dynamic. It's, planes, trains, and automobiles,
Due date.
that, yeah, that kind of feel. So,
Ready?
yeah.
Ready, Trav?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, play. I'm guessing he's the fucking goofy one.
Yeah.
He's still in a goat. He's like, start the car. Well, that's the day he. He's a dickhead. Oh my god. What did it say? World famous what?
Rage free goat farm.
He stole the goat. Tree. I want to know. Oh shit.
I mean, you know.
Yeah. Oh man. He
Free
wakes
range,
up and he's running with a goat. Start the car.
free range goat farm, dude. I don't know what this is, but it's Tom Hanks.
Guy says Epstein. Got it. Uh,
Look at these down here. Need love.
oh yeah.
1043 has the best.
I like
I
that.
like that.
Need lovely. Hi guys. All right, y'all ready? This is the news of the world.
Yeah.
All right, 3, 2, 1, play. Didn't even know this movie was a thing.
No.
Like a
Oh, green grass?
There Will Be Hanks. It is now.
Okay. News of the world. Okay.
The script must be awesome or something because it's like Tom Hanks, you know, has probably got to be worth like what, $300 million.
Yeah.
What would make him favor? Was he blackmailed into doing it? I don't know.
Was he Epstein into
I
doing
don't
it?
know. Is that why he
All right, I'm ready.
moved? He knew this movie was coming out. He's like, I'm fucking leaving.
Yeah.
So this is the live action. Is this the one that Guillermo del Toro's involved in?
Top
yeah. And,
comment. Some things shouldn't be live action. This is something.
well, as long as it's not a fish person fucking a woman, I'm
Yeah.
cool with it.
The shape of Wawa.
This is the
I'm
scariest shit I've ever seen.
Ready when y'all are.
Like I tried to go start fantasy. Looking at watching it. All right. 3, 2, 1, play. Pinocchio. Geppetto. Kind of weird. Weird. Art. Was that circus?
I don't know.
This is gonna be a trip, dude. Fuck, dude.
I don't know.
It kind of reminds me of that one movie. The dude could run really fast. It had Robin Williams. Moon.
Oh,
Kind of got that vibe, you know?
Baron Munchausen?
Yeah. All the weird characters and the way they're dressed, and
Yeah.
that shit
I mean,
looks like, I don't know, man. I don't know if that trailer was a good idea for him.
I don't think so.
I don't know. It looks strange.
I mean, it does look strange.
I'm gonna have to check it out. I gotta see what's going on. Okay.
So that is hold on.
I'm pretty sure I saw Andy Serkis dog face.
So this film came out last year
Pinocchio?
in Italy. Yeah. Came out December the 19th, 2019 in Italy. So this is the Italian version of Pinocchio.
Yeah.
And then Guillermo del Toro is doing his
So
version
this
of
isn't the
Pinocchio.
same.
No,
This is
not
the
that I
movie
know
with
of.
him.
It says here that Garone paid 150 euros out of his own pocket to dub the movie in English because even in English before even finding a distributor. He chose to use Italian voices to preserve the Italianness of the film and to take advantage of the fact that Italians are master dubbers.
Pinocchio.
Yeah.
He didn't want to take away from the Italianness of the film.
Yeah, right. So,
It looks dark.
it does. And it looks like maybe it wasn't worth it. Like, maybe when Guillermo del Toro's version comes out, we watch both of them. Because, I mean, that one doesn't look bad. It looks very Guillermo del Toro ish.
Yeah, I thought it was his.
Yeah, so.
It has a 2.1 on Google
I
out
mean,
of 326 ratings. Now the
well, they're
Rotten
trying.
Tomato score is a lot better. It's 90.
Yeah.
Weird.
They're trying to preserve the
Yeah,
Italianness
I
of it.
think I remember when this came out, but like you said, it was a foreign, so
Yeah,
they've dubbed it.
as you do.
It looks like a trip though.
Yeah. But yeah. I'm
That's a trip.
excited about the next two trailers we've got here.
Does this have any connection to the movie?
This is the movie.
CBS,
And
it's like a TV show.
well, instead of doing, because they were going to do
Oh,
one,
now they're just gonna do the TV show.
yeah, it's the same guy, Fault in
Okay.
Your Stars.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
Came
his
out of
version.
nowhere.
Yeah, but it says The Stand on. Don't miss the premiere of The Stand on Thursday, December the 17th. Streaming exclusively on CBS All Access. So yeah.
All right.
Wife's got it. That's what we use to watch the new Trek stuff. So me and her will probably watch it because we actually revisited the original a couple weeks ago.
Oh yeah.
MOON.
The the Stephen King directed version.
Yeah.
That spells moon. Had the dude from Coach.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it. You enjoy it for what it is, because it's that little '90s gem, you
Yeah.
know.
Kenny Dane. Y'all
I
ready?
mean, top comment though. I mean, Gary Sinise will always be the Redmond dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm ready when y'all are.
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1. This is gonna be good. The podcast was great. Talk to the. They're gonna change that song up like they do in trailers. When King met this guy, he gave him his blessings. Woo! Woo! Dude, they captured that weirdness
Yeah.
that the stand had. Y'all know what I mean.
Yeah.
I remember watching that as a kid and be like, this shit's everything is weird in this world
Yeah.
they're in. It looks like they captured that. That podcast was great.
It
That Kevin did
was.
with that guy. He
Yeah.
met with King, and because he had to vet him. And after
Yeah.
talking with King, going over what he wanted to do with his show, Steven was like, "You can do it. I'll let you do it." But this dude's a master of taking books, putting them on the screen. That's his thing. He likes to, tries to do the best that he can.
Yeah. So I'm excited about it though.
Yeah, dude.
Excited about John fucking Bronco right here.
When does
Oh,
the stand come out? When is it? December, you said?
yeah,
Okay.
December.
We
So
might
we
have
might
to
have to
hop
do
on that, guys. That's
Yeah, for real.
So this right here on the video, it says this is the unbelievable story of the rise, fall, and ultimate redemption of the legendary pitchman for the Ford Bronco.
yeah. So he is a straight up damn wild guy.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna do this. I mean, come on, let's go. Y'all ready?
I'm ready. Yeah.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Play. This gonna be. Yep. Sold American.
Mhm.
Like a documentary, kind of like a.
Yeah.
and then tragedy. Here we go. Those shorts. That's like tomorrow.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Right.
I'm from out of nowhere.
I don't know, dude, but it's genius, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it says the Walton Goggins mockumentary.
I'm down.
Yeah, dude. I think there's gonna be more to it, like too when he disappears.
Yeah.
I'm hoping like then it kind of cuts to like movie mode and we see where he's at, hiding out or what he's doing. Now, was
Yeah.
that a real guy? I don't think so, right?
I mean, it says based on true story. Let's see, John Bronco. Right here.
I don't remember seeing any. I think they're saying that like it's
Like
directed by a Funny or Die guy. You know, it's like a documentary that they're trying to make it.
right.
I'm down to watch that. He said, "What do you say? Something will feed you. Bronco feeds my soul."
Bronco feed my soul. No, it looks good, man. I'm interested. Of course, per usual.
Because it'll fall in next week, but I'm gonna go ahead and put it here because I'm probably gonna check it out tomorrow. But tomorrow morning at 8,
Yeah,
the
I saw
official
that.
Monster Hunter trailer drops.
It's
Finally.
got a premiere on there. Like it goes live. AM. Finally getting a full trailer. They shouldn't have dropped that teaser clip last week. Well, next week we're gonna watch Season of the Witch, Halloween 3. Never seen it.
Been a long time.
But yeah.
Well, I'm ready for it. We got the last episode of Lovecraft. We got Season of the Witch. And we're one step closer to Halloween, guys. I mean, we did Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Mm-hmm.
We did Halloween. What are we gonna do for next year?
Are we gonna watch the? Well, we got a few people we gotta hit up. Like we gotta hit up Jason. We haven't done any Jason movies. We haven't done any Freddy Krueger.
We haven't done any Hellraisers.
Yeah.
No Ash.
No.
I mean, we've got plenty of,
Yeah.
victims here, if you want to call it that. So we should do, you know how they do, and I think I brought this up before, but you know how they do Christmas in July?
Yeah.
We should do like Halloween in March or some shit.
Yeah.
Halloween in April, something like that, where we do like a like a spring
Yeah.
horror, just to kind of get more, because,
Yeah. It kind of sucks to have to wait until. I was
yeah.
thinking whenever didn't they did a movie that had Freddy and Jason in it.
Yeah, Freddy
So
versus Jason.
if we could do like a Freddy movie, a Jason movie, and then maybe watch one with them in it. I don't know. Do the fan favorites.
Yeah. Because there's plenty of them.
Yeah.
I mean, there's plenty of them.
I think there's like 30 Nightmare.
Uh,
There's
there's
a
like
bunch
what,
of them.
10? Let's see, how many Nightmare? There's 7. We got Nightmare on Elm Street 2, 3, 4, 5, The Final Nightmare, New Nightmare, and then the remake. So there's 8. And well, 9 if you count Freddy versus Jason.
12 Jason movies.
I actually really like New Nightmare. I thought that was an interesting way to do.
Was that the one they did with old dude?
No.
Jackie Earl?
No. That was the one that Wes Craven did it, and Freddy's hunting the actors from the actual film.
Okay.
And it's kind of like a Scream thing before Scream happened. Yeah, because it came out in '94. But yeah, so. But yeah, guys, I'll be back here next week with some
Good bits.
Season of the Witch. Yeah,
All right, guys.
some titty bits.
Keep it real.